Oh, Happy Crumb. Well, thank you for this 1 year. It's our 1 year anniversary. Look at that. Thank you so much. How is your Thursday? And are you ready for some more Prince of Persia? No, Audra. No. Wow, but you just had lunch. It must be another time zone. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Bert. Oh, Tex over on Kick. Bert on YouTube. Oh, it's 3:30. That is a late lunch, Wabbit. It's great. I love the PS2 version. The original was so frustrating, right? Yeah, we're still in the 90s, the 2D versions of the Prince of Persia. We won't make it to the sands of time this time around, but we will eventually. Oh, yeah, it's been foggy here too, P-Crum. Last couple of days, my kids haven't had much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was really super foggy last couple of days here. Got kind of warm too. Look at all the bots kicking it out. Oh, hi, Monkey. Over on the Kick. Glad to see Monkey is here. Monkey had a little bit of a procedure today. I don't know if it was quite a surgery, but it was definitely a procedure, right? How you feeling? Bum, bum, bum. Oh. They were sucking around, poking around inside my knee, removing things and sewing me back up. Oh, monkey, I feel for you. Hopefully they didn't remove anything you needed. Bone chips? For some reason, bone chips sound good. I'll take a big old bag of bone chips. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that it's going better. Very good. Torn meniscus. I can never say that word. In both knees. Right one was noticeably worse. No good can come of that. Crumbs says I had that a couple years ago on my right, and they cleaned up spurs on my. Oh, dude. Oh, hi, Zoe. Oh, you guys. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Oh, hi, Crozy. Here's our kick update. Kickupdate.com. We are cruising for affiliate over on kick.com/mission deep. If you haven't already, I would appreciate a follow. I know a lot of you guys have already done this, but let's just throw this in here. Wink. Wink. Oh, did it disappear? No, there it is. To give me a follow, though, we're trying to make it to 75 over there on kick.com. Just trying to get there. Then we can do affiliate stuff. I love this music. It's kind of subdued. This is the SNES version, by the way. Prince of Persia on the SNES. Oh, hi, everybody. It's time to go. It's time to roll. It's time to play some retro. What do you say? What do you say we play some retro games today? I think we should. What is today? Thursday? Today's Thursday. For me. Could be Friday for some. 6:30? What is that, like 11:30? And Zoe brings the bacon. Clap, clap. Thank you, Zoe. Yes, we get affiliate. We can start throwing some emojis on there, too. If you're not following on YouTube, the YouTube channel has been growing pretty well. We've seen more growth since we started multi-streaming than we have in a while. Bert has been there faithfully many nights, and we appreciate that. Holding down the fort. Making it worthwhile. Still not convinced on Twitter yet, though. Seen a couple of times people have popped up and said, oh, hi. Not many, but let's play some retro. We're going to play some Prince of Persia. Zoe is everywhere. Zoe can't be stopped. Because we are streaming on Twitch, Kick, Twitter, and YouTube. Wherever your preferred location is. And I think the Restream bot does a pretty good. Zoe, you're the opposite of a virus. You're something that I welcome. Cyrenex, what's up? You had me at YouTube. Yes, my YouTube channel, by the way. Here we go. There we go. There you go. Nailed it. There's the live feed on YouTube. If you don't have it, I guess it's gonna repost it to different places. What? I'm just doing a little coffee tonight. Getting ready. I've been spending the last couple of days. All right, so here's the deal. This week on Play Retro Show, that's the podcast I do with Scott Johnson. We do talk about the retro games. You guys know that. Oh, he just subbed. Thank you very much. Sierra Nugs. I need like alerts for that too, don't I? But anyway, so we're doing Prince of Persia this week, 1 and 2. Might talk a little bit about the 3D version from 1999. It went to the Dreamcast. Not a lot to talk about there, so might be able to squeeze it in there just to mention. We'll eventually go back and do like Sands of Time and things like that, but these things here are super retro. These 2D ones. And then next week, you should definitely get coffee. So next week, I've been working off and on this week with an Unreal Tournament server. It is now 25 years, 30 years, 25 years. 25 years since Unreal Tournament was released. 25 years. And I knew last year that Epic was fiddling for the last couple of years with a possible reboot, remake, whatever thing, and that fell through. And then they pulled the Game of the Year edition from all the stores, which is fine because there's Unreal. Is it Unreal Old? There's a group, there's a community of people keeping the Unreal Tournament alive. There's a patch. You can install your Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition on your modern PC. And then you can just apply the patch, and then you can go and play online. So I said, why not set up a server and kick Scott's trash? So that's what I did. I haven't kicked Scott's trash yet, I'm practicing, but I did set up a server. If you're interested, if Unreal Tournament is your thing, I did rent a game server for a little bit, and then I went and registered a domain name so that I could put the information there, and I called that Retro Gib. Retro Gib. Jib for some of you, but it's retrogib.com. Oh, really? So right there. Post that right in there. Retrogib.com will get you to the Play Retro's Unreal Tournament server. Information. Since it is now considered abandonware, you should be able to get on archive.org. I have placed a link on that website that says as much, but the server info is on there as well. The IP address and the password to get on and to play. I always keep at least one bot. I always keep at least one bot in the Unreal Tournament server running around just to keep you on your toes. So, there we go. All right. Enough about that. Let's get on to Prince of Persia 2. Prince of Persia 2. For the SNES this time, Monkey will play anything. Oh, they call it the UT-99 now. Used to play UT with Sergeant Muffin. That was fun. Oh, where's Sergeant Muffin at? We haven't lost Sergeant Muffin or anything, have we? Do I not know the handle and the name? We're such a large community. He has his own Discord server. Okay, good. All right, good. All right. Here we go. Let's check out Prince of Persia 2. If it's any better or worse than Prince of Persia 1. We are playing this on the Mr. FPGA as the prince stands before the doors of the throne room. A coldness like a shadow passes over me as he approaches the throne. Right. I'm with you. I'm not 100% sure this controller's working. Okay, so I was going through the story. I was hitting the start button. This is kind of an uneven... Well, that wasn't good. All right, I'm not having a very good first experience here. All right, there it comes. This seems fast. Is this right? He's still supporting DTNS? Yes, baby. I'm not seen him around for a while either. That's why I was worried. I was like, oh no, I haven't seen him in so long. He hasn't happened, hasn't he? Sergeant Muffin ran the video streams for Diamond Club and a lot of other podcasts. That's what I thought. This is so fast. The first one is so slow. Is this the right speed? It's gotta be. The SNES was a very simple machine. It didn't have a bunch of options. Yeah, CPU speed. Oh, look at that, though. What if you do turn it on turbo? What happens then? Nothing. Oh, wait a minute. There it goes. That little bar down there is going nuts. Okay, so I jumped out of that window, right? I gotta say, I'm feeling a little bit lost. Oh, he's in the credits every Friday? This is some Pro Force Duck game action pace in here. It really is. It is a huge difference between the first and the last one here. What is going on? Why am I not moving? Oh, I'm on pause. Oh, Brian. Okay. So this is the SNES version. So we've got 4 face buttons. All right, let's see if... Okay, that... Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. In order to turn, you gotta press a button? You gotta face that direction and press a button? This is ganky. Let me tell you, this is ganky. Mikey, what's up, Mikey? How's it going? Another Dan has entered the building. Oh, got him. Now, I did... This cannot be the right speed. This is trash. I'm going to say this is trash. If this is what it's supposed to be like, this is trash. Look how he died. Look how he died. He just slowly slid down the edge of the building. What is... This cannot... Mikey, this is Prince of Persia 2 SNES. Let me put that on there too. That's a good point. That's a good point. This is terrible. I knew it was going to be different. But this is trash. This cannot be the experience. Something's got to be wrong. What other platform had Prince of Persia 2? Mike says SNES funny as the graphics are solid, poor development. Right. So we didn't have the original creator was not back for this. So they had another team work on this. So it was not Jordan Mechner. It was let's take a look here though. I do want to... The music's kind of fun. It's a little subpar for what I thought I would get. It's kind of neat though. I don't think I've ever... I can't remember a time... I can't remember a time of hearing those particular instruments on any other SNES game. So that's interesting. But it looked the best. That's why I had such great hopes for it. Alright, let's see here. Jordan Mechner, why did you leave us? This is such a step down. Prince of Persia 2. The Shadow and the Flame is the full name. I guess I should have put that on there as well. It was released for the DOS, macOS, SNES, FM Towns, and Xbox. Huh, is a bonus. We might try to check out the DOS version. Did we have the DOS version? Oh, look at this. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is making more sense now. This one was not released until 1996. We did not get... Well, we did get a Mac in 94, so it came out in DOS first. Okay. And you know, Nintendo, especially during this era, when they would get ports, they would often want to have something that was, instead of being port perfect, they'd want something unique. Probably because of all the competition, they didn't want to just have another version of that, which is disappointing sometimes. Who developed the ports? Okay, Titus Software ported the game to the Super NES and released it in 1996. It has some missing features and lacks several levels, including the last one. Okay. In August 2006, the Sega Genesis port was leaked, ported by Microids. This conversion was going to be published by Psygnosis, which was what we saw at the top of this, as depicted in the leaked version, but was canceled in an almost complete state for unknown reasons. The game can also be unlocked in the Xbox Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time by finding a secret area. You know what I don't like? I don't like it when they when they make the cool retro content locked. You have to play it. They still do that crap. I'm like, don't lock it. Oh, hi, Wartforge. How you never play Prince of Persia? Right. I had never played Prince of Persia. I had seen it. I had seen other people play it. I might have even moved the stick around a couple of times. I might even said, let me see this. But I never owned it or installed it on any of my equipment. And so I never played. Well, now I did play Prince of Persia, the later stuff. Like once we started getting into the, but not much then either. What was the one that was released? The Sands of Time. I played that one. I played with that one. That was fun. I didn't play it a lot, but I played it. But I never played the old one at all. That's like an old gamer staple. I know. Sometimes Play Retro is just about me fixing some wrongs. Never played it in your youth, Mikey? Yeah, I never did. Warped it. I played it on my Mac. Now, we did look at the Mac version earlier this week. We looked at the Apple II version, which was the original. Late in life for that system. We looked at the DOS version, which I found very agreeable. And then we looked at the Macintosh version, the early Macintosh version, the black and white version. I've set up my Amiga, but I have not set it up so that I can run the later Macintosh systems. We're doing this on the Mr. FPGA, by the way. It's a matter of fact, let's pop over to that now. So if you can see right here, we're using the Mr. FPGA hardware emulation. And it is capable of emulating many things, but for some reason, there's not a core for some of the Macintosh stuff that I would think would be doable. But I guess it's because you can do it through the Amiga, apparently. So there you go. Looking for my DOS version, which is the. You see, I've got my Mac Plus in here. The Macintosh Plus. Got an Auric. Wartforge, would you consider yourself a Prince of Persia expert? Would you find, or how about a competent Prince of Persia player? Did you make it all through? Because I think I erroneously stated that I thought the version we were playing that day, the port, only had 4 levels. It only reported 4 levels. I thought, upon further inspection, 12 was the common. Wabbit, yesterday was the Macintosh's 40th birthday. I did not know that. Happy birthday, Macintosh, and happy birthday today to Claire Gack, who I haven't seen, but she's been around. Yep, after I got tired of dying from dysentery, I fell in love with Persia. Oh wow, you were definitely playing all of the best games on the Macintosh. Oh yeah, you mean the 8-year-old of you was. Absolutely. I didn't see a lot of those games until I never had a Mac. I had a Commodore 64. Oh, hi, Crimson Neon. Did you try the Amiga version? Did we try the Amiga version? I can't remember if we did or not. We certainly will fall back and look at that. Right now, we're trying to see if we had the Prince of Persia 2 for the DOS, which was the first one that they released, the first system they released it for. Was not impressed with the SNES version, and I'll have to go back and make sure that there was not some kind of emulation problem, because, whew, that was rough. Hey, look, Bert. It's PC Bert. PC Bert. Thank you for the follow, Snowy Night Sky. If you're not aware, over on kick.com/Mission Deep, we're trying to make it to affiliate. We're streaming here on Twitch, on Kick, Twitter, and YouTube. And I would appreciate any help you could get us to 75 on Kick, where I think we're around 59 followers. So thank you so much, Snowy Night Sky. Prince of Persia 2. Let's check it out. Secondary VHD not mounted. Something went wrong. Please mount a game VHD. Really? That is the first time I've seen that. Did I press something incorrectly? Boot in the top 300. I think that's how that works. Game Playboy, what is going on? Oh, Puppy Kitten Shot is here. Pretty sure you played a little bit of Amiga version at the end of the... You might be right. You're probably right. Claire Gack started streaming recently. She did. So if you're not following Claire Gack, totally do that. Quite interested to see if she streams like she types in the different stream chats. Hopefully she'll keep it at least PG-13. What's the equivalence in Europe? Is it PG-13 as well? What do they do over there? Peggy 18. That's video games, right? Monkey, at the same time you got that era, I joined the... Oh, you joined the Unreal Tournament server. Very good. Let me know how it's running. It's supposed to be a countdown timer for 20 minutes or 30 frags, deaths. What am I looking for? And then it's supposed to rotate to the next map. Or pass by Prince of Persia. I think it's this one. Okay, I must have pressed the wrong button earlier. I felt like I pressed the wrong one. Monkey says 4000 series graphics card, and I'm playing the original Unreal Tournament. That's right, baby. That's right.
In ancient Persia, there lived a...
Oh yeah, this is always 10 times better than the SNES one.
Beauty was like moonrise in a clear heaven. Now it happened that the Sultan left his kingdom to fight in a foreign land.
Do the same systems though. PG-13 must be a Hollywood thing, right? Oh yeah, wow! Look at the graphics.
Absence, the princess
way
fell
better.
In love with a young traveler who climbed the palace wall to see her.
Climbing the palace wall to see
The
it.
Sultan's grand vizier Jafar. who
Oh,
meant to marry the
that's
princess
close.
himself.
That's up close.
Seizing power, Jafar had his rival thrown into the dungeons, but the young man escaped and struck down the evil magician.
Oh, that was the first one. So that's
When he learned of his
hugely
vizier's treachery,
nicer.
the grateful sultan offered riches, but the stranger requested just one reward.
I don't want riches. I want your daughter. Who's the bad guy here? I got riches. I've only got one daughter.
And so the young lovers were wed, and they lived happily.
Oh, wow, but wasn't it good?
7 days.
Mechner's interesting. He's an interesting guy. He's done a lot of things. Jordan Mechner, the creator of Prince of Persia. This he was only consulted on. The Shadow and the Flame. Prince of Persia 2. The music's so much better. God, the SNES version sucked. Mikey, oh yes, absolutely. Let me post it right here. As a matter of fact, we need to have it where it posts from time to time.
Before the doors of the throne room, a coldness like a shadow passes over him.
Still not a
As he
king, right,
approaches the
Tweep?
throne,
Still
he
not a
feels the
king.
eyes of the court
Forever
upon
the
him.
prince. Look at that. Holy Moses, that's some good
Princess
stuff.
and Sultan stare at him.
I may have posted earlier, Mikey, but I needed to post it again. Thanks for reminding me. We're at 60 followers currently.
Princess,
On kick.
said
Need to
the
make it to 75. That's only
prince, "Why do you
15
look
more.
at me so strangely?
Oh,
How
wow.
dare you speak to the princess? Guards, seize him. Seize
Wait.
him.
Don't hurt him. He's just a poor mad beggar.
What? Did I miss something?
After him. Don't let him get away. Don't worry, my dear. He won't.
Ah, Jeff Foz back. There it is. Okay. Similar. Oh. Wait a minute. I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, they just pop you right into it, don't they? There we go. There we go. Yeah. Interesting. He didn't slide down. He didn't slide down. Checks. So, interesting thing happened on the way to Prince of Persia 2. Prince of Persia 1 was being developed and released at about the same time that Aladdin, the Disney movie, was being released. So, which had the greater cultural impact? I don't know, but I will tell you this. It feels like this ate a little bit of Aladdin, right? They were both being developed. Some people sometimes say that, oh, Aladdin stole from Prince of Persia, came first. Well, it's like, yeah, you do realize that during that time, you know, they were looking like at a 4-year development time for movies and stuff. So it's unlikely because I think Aladdin came out like a year, maybe 2 years after the release of Prince of Persia. I'm not saying that they didn't see it along the way and make some adjustments. I'm just saying probably not much was crossed over. Yeah, this is way better than the SNES version. Let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. Bert says, if I remember correctly, you can run past enemies if you time it right. Oh, interesting. Taz says, oh, we've got color tonight. Yes, Taz. We got the color. Thanks for the follow, Tweep. Gave us a follow on the kick. Now we're up to 61. Only a meager 14 more to make it to affiliate. Will we make it tonight? I don't know because there's a guy behind me. Oh, I know what's going on. I was wondering why he was only stepping once at a time. I think it's because I have the... Is it because they have the analog button on? No, that's not the reason. Interesting. Okay. So, I'm still a little confused about how this controls. I think I need a book. Okay, oh, so I push down. Ah, okay, I push down and that gets rid of that. Okay, so down, put your weapon away. Alright, okay. And, okay, when you have your sword out, you only move one square at a time. I like it. It's complicated and specific, like the first one. The first one has a weight and momentum. So the first Prince of Persia has a weight and momentum to its movement and requires a focus on that movement. And this continues that. So I like it. Oh, thank you, Tweet. So there is an intentionalness. There's like, you have to be intentional. I like the style too. The music is so good. So much better. I don't even know if I'm going to talk about the SNES version coming out almost 6 years later. Okay, so hold on a second. Let's see if I can pause this thing. Can I pause it? I don't know if I can pause it or not. Scott's sending me some messages because he finally got Unreal Tournament launched. And he's... I did the same. It was insane. So is Scott not doing the core tonight? Is core not on tonight? Tweet, I don't think so. Let me see what'd you send. What did you send? I think it'll be entertaining for Play Retro. Absolutely. I love getting stuff from Tweet. Let's see. When did you send something? Oh, you sent that like days ago. How did I miss that? Core is tomorrow, Crimson Neon. Okay, so it's postponed. Oh, I did watch this. This was amazing, Tweep. I did watch this. I didn't send it back to you because I went down a rabbit hole. So thank you for sending that to me. Is clarinet out of context on TikTok, and it was special. It was nice. I liked it. And no, I did not guess it. So that would be that's a real good. That's a real good kind of guess my game kind of audio clip, right? But yeah, that was fun. I meant to thank you for that. But yeah, I got going down a rabbit hole, and
In Persia, there lived a sultan who had
thank you, Crimson, by the way, for letting me know. Postpone, Zoe.
beauty was like
I wonder if they're playing some more Pow World. What do you think they're doing? That's true. People could play at home, Tweet. I didn't get it. Did you get it? How fast did you get it? Thank you for the follow. Bakatami. Bachiotami? Bachiotami. Am I close? Which Unreal Tournament? So Crimson, Unreal Tournament 99 is what they call it. But it's essentially the first tournament. So not the Unreal game, not the first Unreal game, but the Unreal Tournament. The one released in 1990, actually released in 1998, and then went Game of the Year edition in 99, which is what most people played or play. And there's is it Unreal old game or something like there's a community that still supports all that stuff, and you can get online and play. But if you head over to retrogib.com, that is retrogib.com. It'll give you all the information. Doctor said I needed a backectomy. I love it. So is that still going to be backectomy, or is it going to be? I still want to do Bach, but I'm going to say backectomy. I love that. I love that name, by the way. Okay, put that down. All right. So let's get a little run start here. Yeah, this unlike that SNES version, this kind of is a visual upgrade. Yeah, but even the animation, he's doing the thing where he runs and he slides his hand. Very similar to the first one. Oh, no. And very similar to the first one in the fact that I'm terrible at timing the jumps. Terrible, I say, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay, I had the same problem with the first one. We've had a kneectomy today as well, backectomy. I'm just gonna call you back. I love that. So apparently that gives me like a health potion or something. Is that what that is? Oh, then it disappeared. Maybe it was saying that another enemy is on their way. So they must only have one. At this point, they must only have one. I could put my sword down, but then this guy's going to show up and I got to do this. Okay, so the one bottle is their health. All right, so let's put that down. Oh no! I put it down too soon. Oh, I put it down too soon. Backectomy. Have you ever played? Now, are you one of our faithful over on? So Backectomy is on Twitch. How is your Thursday? Welcome in, and thank you so much. How are you doing? And is Prince of Persia your jam? I love the colors on this thing, though. It's gorgeous. I had read some things like, Jordan Mechner was not a fan of this. I get it. This is a dream. This is vision, and somebody else has taken. But I think they did a pretty decent job here. But I'm not talking about that SNES version. That SNES version, that can go eat a butthole. It is not good. Thanks for the follow, Taz. Thank you so much. Backectomy says, doing well. Just joined Kick to follow you. Thank you so much. I recently changed my Twitch handle from Darkness. Okay, it's Darkness. Oh, hi, Darkness. Now, that name we definitely know and have seen many times. One more follower, says Taz. Yes. What does that put us at? Like 61 or 62? So, like 13 away from our affiliate goal. 63. So hopefully we'll make it. I feel like we'll definitely make it by the weekend. By the time the weekend's over, if nothing else. But if you haven't followed, I really would appreciate you follow. And then we can unlock all the emojis and everything, so we can do our oh highs and our little kid me's and all that good stuff. And I can get a little bit of, you get 95% of the cut over at Kick versus the 50% here. Now, I know that wouldn't necessarily work for everybody because some people use their Prime subs, which I appreciate immensely. But, I always like to diversify. I always like to make sure that I've got, different options. Like the other night. Oh, I thought I jumped. Taz says, Brian, kudos to you for trying to keep up with all these streaming and social. Good Lord, Taz. Sounds like a headache. You just have no idea. Well, you do have an idea. It's insane. The amount of social media that I have to hit every day is crazy. This is what I generally do. I get up at 5 a.m. And when I say get up, I mean I lay in bed and I grab my phone and I hit Discord and I say, hello, friends. Because that's my core group. A lot of you guys who are here tonight are on the Discord server. That's my core group. That's my brain trust. That's the close ones. And then I'll head over to my biggest follow. Well, usually I go. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn around. Usually I'll go to Discord first, and I'll try to hit Patreon. Don't get a lot of communication there. It's a smaller group of people, but they're, all their support is 100%. What they send me is 100%. So I really appreciate that. I'm trying to do more over there. Then I hit Twitter, which is my biggest followed group, around 11,000 or so. And then it kind of goes from there, from Facebook, YouTube. Yes, I even do the YouTube. Okay, so let's see if let's put that away. Let's try what we learned in the first one. Okay, so we can do the slow. Whoa, no. Okay. So if you turn around, that does that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, that's fine. Okay. There we go. All right, just a small jump. Oh, thank you, Monkey. Absolutely. Okay, so this is a little further. This one expects us to actually do a run and jump. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, baby. Oh, no, there's a guy. Okay. I will say this. About Prince of Persia 2 that I've seen so far. Good job making essentially the same game, but updating the graphics, updating the story a little bit, making the music a little bit more jazzy, not really jazzy, but a little more nuanced maybe. So I gotta give them kudos for that. But I know that a lot of times when sequels happen like this, people go, I thought I was gonna get an upgrade. I thought it was gonna do the next thing. This is just more of the same. All the way down to the way he moves, the animations, the rotoscoped animations. Now, the one of the new things, though, I think this single step move, it basically turns me into the sneak mode. So I have to, each step is like I'm having to hit the D-pad. And this turnaround mechanic, I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see. How do I turn around anyway? Oh, what is that? Is it like a... Oh, okay, so it automatically did it when the bad guy was coming up. I gotcha. It must be like an auto turnaround. It is a little bit simpler as far as the fights go because my sword apparently is much sharper this time around. But I guess that kind of makes sense. At this point in time, I'm well trained, right? My character. Right, Taz, but weren't sequels back then more of an incremental upgrade? That's a good question. Lots of times, I think people were expecting something totally different. But not necessarily. Oh, I thought if I got some momentum. There's a couple of things I miss. I miss the falling. I miss the death scenes. I really enjoyed the death scenes in the original. Let me see. Are there any options on start or anything like that? They're not. I miss the death scenes, the spike scenes and stuff. Those were fun. They were oddly satisfying. Just sitting there looking at your body drip blood from the spikes. I kind of like that. But this is a little more cheery, I think, I guess. And I will admit, after playing a little bit, the music is starting to wear on me just a little bit. But I gotta say, I'm happier than I thought I would be so far. Correct, Crimson. No one is selling Unreal Tournament anymore. You cannot get anywhere. Epic had a plan for releasing a new Unreal Tournament. They started that project a couple of years ago, or at least they announced it a couple of years ago, and then last year they pretty much just ended it. The site is still up. They stood the page up for it, but then somewhere during development or at the end of when they were doing that, they pulled the good old game version and the Steam version, which was the two places you would primarily get it, or straight from Epic. So I think that's what their plan was, probably to bring it back in house. And I don't know if the team just fell apart and they just never put it back out there. But they've always supported the Unreal Tournament 99 old Unreal Tournament group. That's like a fan base group that's been working on keeping that active and available to online play. So they just kind of washed their hands of it, I suppose. Right, Crimson, I had the disc, but none of my computers have CD drives anymore. That's usually the problem. Now, do you have the Unreal Tournament, the original, or do you have the Game of the Year edition? The Game of the Year edition is the one that can be patched so that you can play online. Game of the Year, excellent. I just ordered a Game of the Year. If you do have the Game of the Year edition, hold on to it. Archive.org has several versions of it, but it's just like anything else. How much do you trust the person who ripped the CDs? Only so much can you trust them. So I ordered a genuine copy of Game of the Year edition off eBay, and they're starting to get up in prices. They're like $25, $30. It was a 2-disc set. And there were not a lot of options to order. There, usually, like on stuff like that, there's tons of people selling it. There was maybe a handful. And Amazon's already lost their mind because some sellers on there are trying to sell it for like $100. Not the Mac version. The Mac version you can still get for $40. I wish there was a save here. PC Rum, how do you find Brian on Kick? Great question, P. Crumb. Boom. Nope. I actually added it to my clipboard, but then I took it off. So here is the link. Kick.com/Mission Deep. Crimson, time to hit the library tomorrow. That, I didn't think about that. I don't know how many old games our library has. Oh, that was close. Oh, look at that. Okay, now, oh no, who's this guy? Is this guy gonna come up? Who's gonna jump to? Oh, I'm gonna stay right here. We'll see if I can do it again. Oh, well, that's kind of cheaty. I don't really care for that. I find it entertaining. But that's about it. Turn around, dude. Turn around, dude. Turn around. There it goes. Ooh. Now, this may just be the intro part. All right. Oh, this guy's going to come behind me. Oh, look at that. This guy's much more athletic. Now, this does border. It does make one change that's different than the first one. The first one, you had to advance screens to take on single players every time, or single enemies. This one, they come to you, and I've seen up to 3 at a time, so that's interesting. Thanks for the follow, P-Crum. Over there on Kick, we're now at 64, which puts it at just 11 more. 11 more follows to make it to affiliate over on Kick. Not bad. You guys have really come through for me tonight. I appreciate it. All right, I want to see if I can save here. I don't remember if we can in this core. Audio, video. I don't think you can. Which is weird, right? By the way, we're emulating a 486 DX 33 megahertz. Anybody using an 86 box emulation software? And there's a reason why I'm asking. This is the Mr. FPGA, by the way. Real hardware emulation. But I do like doing software emulation. And when I'm not using my Mr., I like firing up Windows 98 2nd Edition on my PC, which emulates fairly well up to Pentium 2 processors. doesn't do a great job at emulating Windows XP to the point that you can play games well. But I was able to install Unreal Tournament. In fact, I should be able to go in the store on my 86 box. So there's also PC emulator, which is they both spawn. The 86 box is a fork of PC emulator, which emulates hardware, not virtualization. You've probably used virtualization before. Virtualization is a little bit different and is able to handle, Windows XP and that kind of stuff. But emulation is a little more accurate. All right, let's try it. I thought I could go through those doors, but I guess not. Let's see what happens. One moment. There we go. I didn't have one of my windows pulled up. That's better. All right, let's see. Let's do it. Ooh, I have a bad feeling about this. Oh my gosh, what a jump. Now see, that's a bigger jump than you would have made. Uh-oh. Do we have a leap of faith here? I think we got a leap of faith maybe? Let's go back. Was there something over here like a flag or something? Oh, no, it doesn't matter because I kept on walking off. I like the depth of field, like the perspective that they're using. They're using the vanishing points here. I like the fact they're using vanishing points. That looks really good. All right. So far, I'm fairly satisfied with Prince of Persia 2. Right, Tex? The way some of these characters move makes them look drunk. I was watching Drunken Master the other day when you... God, still such a classic. There's several different versions of it. I think I was watching one from the early 70s. It was the one that I grew up on. There's I think Jackie Chan did like a remake of it. I think early 80s or something maybe. It could have even been the 70s for all I know. But I watched one before then. One more. Here it comes. I'm not sure if Scott's remembering correctly, but Scott is telling me in Discord, he says he installed the Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition with patch. Oh, come on. I definitely pushed up. And the game says, no, you didn't. Not at the right time. But Scott is convinced that the original Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition came configured with the WASD setup for controls. The one we've installed, me and him both, uses the arrow keys as the movement. Forward, back, strafe, left, and right. Scott says that the OG one, the original disc that he had, Game of the Year, it already had WSAD set up. I think he's remembering incorrectly. Oh my gosh, Tex, I am the same way. It has been too long since I've seen Rush Hour, but Rush Hour 4 would be amazing, even though it's been 16 and a half years. Hey, look, we just got a Beverly Hills Cop, right? We're about to see Roadhouse on Prime. I mean, come on. Anybody excited about that? Oh no, I jumped. There was a Rush Hour 3. There was. I think every one of the Rush Hour movies were at least watchable. There, I said it. Every one of them were at least watchable. All right, this is the time during the show that I like to look to see. I've been to a couple of thrift stores this week. Not a lot on the video game front. I did find one video game. Is this one. I didn't know anything about it, but anytime the PS2 era games are starting to become more and more rare at my thrift stores. So now I'm seeing mostly PS3, Xbox 360 and later. I'm not seeing many PS2 things. So when I see a PS2 thing, I grab it even if it doesn't look like something that I'm looking for. You know, this is a couple of dollars. This is a modern military. Lord Mulgar, what is going on, my friend? Over there on the kick. Thank you, Lord Mulgar. Day Sin.
In ancient Persia,
Is it Dai Sinraiku? Is that right? Dai Sinraiku, I think. Exceed 7, modern military combat. I don't know anything about it other than it looks to be a tactical game in war tactical game. So
in his absence,
I wasn't sure if it had Jurassic Park, but I can tell you right now, I can see it in the rear cam because I can never remember. I'm like, do I have Jurassic Park? Because I see these all the time. I'm pretty sure I have Jurassic Park. Do I have it on DVD? And I was pretty sure I did, so now I have 2 copies of Jurassic Park on VHS and an unopened blank disc for VHS.
When he learned of his vizier's treachery, the grateful Sultan offered riches, but the stranger requested just one reward.
I've got another bag, and I'll bring it out here in a minute. This is one I picked up today. Pretty excited about a few of these things. Lord Mulgar, how is your Thursday, Friday?
For 11 days.
Yeah, Tess, it held up, right? Beverly Hills Cop 4! I saw Rush Hour not too long ago. There were some cringe moments, but it held up. Okay, yeah. Absolutely. All right, let's get this guy. Oh, I started moving forward before I did that. All right. Come on. Oh, I'm being too aggressive. What if I do this? You don't know until you find out. Oh, Judge Reynolds is back. Yes. Lord, that's how Jurassic Park propagates. Jurassic Park finds a way. True story. Tex is my favorite actor in this franchise. Yeah, he's so good. I love all of it. We need to do a watch party with that. What's the ideal format for Rush Hour 1? What's the ideal format? Do I stream it? Do I locate the VHS? Do I try to see if there's a Laserdisc option? Is the DVD fine? Is that the de facto? Is there some kind of, Rush Hour director's cut? Do I need it in Blu-ray? Was the film filmed in some high-def film format? I don't remember. But I always think about it whenever I'm trying to rewatch movies from the past. I'm like, what's the perfect format for this? Oh, hi, Chops. Here we go. Bigger badass than he's given credit for. Yes, that's right. Billy, we gotta talk. I can't believe he's back, man. I really hate that we lost Patrick Swayze because, man, I could really use a cameo from him. And but Judge Reinhold is great. I love him. He's one of those guys that you feel like he's a good guy, right? Smart, maybe a little too smart. Okay, they're going this way. Okay, yeah, all I gotta do is just intimidate him. Jump! Oh, maybe a little too close. All right, let's see here. Come back up a little bit. Is that it? Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. All right, this guy's right behind me, though. Oh, he scares me. He was waiting for me. Oh, can I climb down to those open windows or something? I wonder. want to mess up here. Okay, I can't do that. Can I climb on top of that second building, maybe? Oh, wait. Oh, I could jump. Okay, let's see. I so feel like I should be able to walk into this door. Like, let me just see if I can. No. This is a pretty big jump over here. It's a little harrowing. I will say this. He feels like he's got a little bit of bad posture, though. Oh, come on. I knew it wasn't no good. I knew it was no good, but it was too late to turn back. It's like when you release the basketball from your hands, and as it leaves your hands, you just know. You don't even have to look. It's just like, That's how that jump was. Yeah. Good old Judge Reinhold. I'll need to do some Rush Hour looking. I used to have Rush Hour 1 and 2 on DVD. I don't think I ever purchased 3, but I've seen it several times. So maybe I did have it on DVD. Let's put it down. Let's run back a little bit. Let's run forward. Now this one we could just jump. We didn't have to do all that, but I did anyway. Oh, did you see him? He started to lift off and he just went straight through. That was murder. So I got a question. Let's reset and apply. I want to see what story beats I missed. And while I was doing that, I'm going to show you the other. Oh no, I totally left. I left it completely. I left completely out all the way to the DOS screen. So what other versions did we say we had? We had the DOS version of this for the ports. There is a Mac version. There's a SNES version, FM Towns, and Xbox. So I don't have any emulation set up right now for Xbox. I do have Mac. I have the Mac, I believe, set up. We could look at the Amiga version again. We played that the other day, though. I wonder, I'd look at the Mac OS version. Or let's just go back to the SNES version after this and just look what a turd it is. Because I wasn't sure at first. But I'm telling you, at this point, I'm pretty sure it's a turd. All right. Okay, so I picked this up today. This is DVDs. I don't do DVDs too often, but when I do, it's got to be something crappy, right? This doesn't seem like, this is probably the height of the technology that Romancing the Stone needs to be on, right? A DVD. You don't need, it would just not going to benefit for being on Blu-ray, right? I don't think so. Tex has all 3 of those. Now, occasionally, if I see something that is Christmas related to something that I grew up with, I'll grab it. This is Alvin Chipmunk's Chipmunk Christmas. I probably won't watch it until this Christmas. This next Christmas coming up. So, got that. I found this. This is PC related game. This is a Tetris Worlds. In pretty good shape. I never played this one. It's a PC game. I don't know how much benefit it'll give me for it, but hey, I thought it was cool. And I found this. This was the thing that I was most excited about. It's the real Ghostbusters on DVD from the Blockbuster at one point in time. And believe it or not, it's in pretty good shape. I checked it out. Kids and Family, the real Ghostbusters. It is Creatures of the Night. This one has Night Game, which is a really good episode. The Birds of Kildarby, once again, good. Lost and Foundry. Do I remember that one? And Killer Watt, which is also a really good one. Real Ghostbusters. Classic cartoon stuff. And I did find one more thing. I already have one, but I have not tested it. But I had an Xbox 360 Connect because I'm wanting to eventually play Skyrim with the voice commands, because I do have Skyrim for the Xbox 360 and I want to try it with the Kinect. With the Kinect I have it tested, and that was all of $2. Calling that my backup. Tess says, we had our internet go out for a few days and we watched a lot of movies. Oh yeah. That's like us disaster planners' wet dream, right? It's like, oh, if the internet would only go out, I've got all the entertainment. I need to add to my library. It's been a while since I bought a movie. Oh yeah, I don't recommend it for everybody, but if you're doing like me, where we're watching, doing watch-alongs on the Discord server, and just I'm just having fun. I know whenever I go to these thrift stores, I know what they're thinking. They see me, and they think I'm the guy that's coming in to buy all this stuff, to buy it cheap and then resell it on eBay. And I'm not. I don't sell any of my stuff on eBay. Never have. I don't like selling stuff on eBay. It's such a hassle. I don't care for it. Maybe you like to do it, but I hate it. It's mostly because I hate boxing stuff up and mailing it out. I don't mind selling stuff. Give me money for stuff. I'm down with that. But it's boxing stuff up. I don't like it. It's too much trouble. I don't care for it. All right. Let's look at that. Let's look at that stupid SNES version again. Let's see if it is as trashy as I initially thought, or maybe I just misread it. Now that we've had a look at what is possible, let's see what this group of turds did 3 years later after the DOS version dropped. According to Jordan Mechner, that's the creator of Prince of Persia and the IP holder at the time, was a commercial success with sales of 750,000 units by 2000. So not quite a million. Not quite the impact I thought it was, though. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's see if they have anything. Okay, so here's what Coach Kyle of GamePro. I don't remember a Coach Kyle from GamePro. But now I want to know more. That feels like very inside baseball. I did like GamePro. I love GamePro magazine. Gave the Super NES version a mixed review. He criticized the black outlines on the characters and the weak sound effects, but praised the eerie music and the quality of the challenged, deeming it a tough thinking gamer's game. All right. If you say so. But it was Titus Software reported the game to the Super NES. They are best known for, let's see. It's a French company. Let's go. Okay. Filed bankruptcy. Releasing titles for home computers such as Amiga, blah, blah, blah. I want to see some titles. Games such as Virtual Kasparov, Automobile Lamborghini, Virtual Chess 64, Roadsters, Incredible Crisis, Prehistoric Man, spelt very oddly, Lamborghini American Challenge. Titus Howard was also involved in the creation of the games that were notably due to their negative reception. Superman for the Nintendo 64. That's who gave you this. The same people who gave you Superman for the N64. Game trailers called it the worst game of all time. Similarly, the 2003 game RoboCop also received negative reviews. Interesting. So they dumped a couple of dumpers there. They also did Crazy Cars, Night Force, Crime Does Not Pay, Dick Tracy, The Blues Brothers. Okay. Quick, the Thunder Rabbit. Okay. Virtual Chess 2. What is Virtual Chess 2 like? Wait a minute. They did Carmageddon? Oh, that was after they declared bankruptcy and probably bought up. Okay. Interesting. All right. So let's pop back in here. I'm delaying. I'm delaying the inevitable here. Because I don't wanna. You can't make me. What am I looking for again? Prince of Persia. Let's just play Superman on N64. By the way, the N64 core now works for the Mister. We could play Superman. I mean, not now. I'm looking for Prince of Persia. I'm pretty excited about next week's Unreal Tournament. I look forward to beating Scott. He's practicing right now, though. Oh, I actually like how that comes in. And this is Psygnosis is doing it, is publishing it. Definitely a step down in the music. Code copyright 1995 Titus. So it says 95, but it was 96 on the wiki. The Shadow of the Flame Thee. Why is there two these? The Shadow and the Flame. Is that what I'm supposed to be reading? The Shadow and the Flame. What a weird way to write that. Let's see if there's kind of speed controls. You know, the first Prince of Persia did have speed controls. This looks better than I remembered it. Still no audio though. No narration like the DOS version, which is fine. This is a Super NES. You wouldn't have a lot of voice work. That takes up a lot of space. Wah, 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 wah. One morning, read the stuff yourself, it says. Do your own voices. Okay. Oh, wow. There's got to be something wrong here. This cannot be the right speed. I mean, like, this is blistering fat. Oh, that's not good. Oh, my. I can't fall off, though. That's good. And then it bummed me off. See, it's way too fast. Something's not right here. There's no way this is the right speed. There's no way. It can't be. I mean, this is jacked. This cannot be right. We need to do some YouTube videos real quick and check, because there's no way this could be the right speed. Chops is just like the Fast and the Furious. Yeah, there's just no way. Oh. Now I don't see where there's any options. Like, I've never had any SNES problems before. Initial WRAM and ARAM. I don't know what that is. Okay, that says SNES 1. Let's just try that. Let's just see. I don't think that would I don't think that would make it any different, but let's just take a look. I mean, it looks weird. It looks like it's ganked. I don't want to give it a bad review if something's wrong with the emulation part. Still seems fast. All right, I gotta. Let's hit YouTube real quick and see if we can see what other people are seeing here, because this does not look right. Shadow and the Flame. SNES. All right. Ray says it may be a 50 hertz PAL version, so running fast at 60. That was one thing, because it does look like it's almost. You know what? It is set to auto. You're right. Let's take a look. Well, maybe that is a factor. So maybe auto is going to PAL. I wouldn't know why I would do that though. Wonder what the header is. All right, let's go back here and make sure we change this back to what it was. That was the defaults. All right, or I think that was the defaults, right? Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Wow, we gotta go play Fall Guys in Fortnite on the Diamond Club Game Night server with W. Scottus. What is Scottus doing? What? Have fun, Wabbit. Have fun. You're right, Psygnosis. Yeah, you're right. Psygnosis was UK developer. That's a good. These are all good points. Good call, the Wraith. Let's see if there's actually a difference though. Still looks fast. Still looks just as fast as it was over before. Let's make sure that it took it. Region is NTSC. Still not sure what the header is. Always have 99. Okay, so none of the cheats are enabled. Making sure of that. No autosave. Audio and video. Full screen original. No. Scan doubler. No. Scale normal. Force 256 pixels. Pseudo transparency blend. Nothing else should be affecting it. Swap joystick, snack. Miracle piano! What is that? Super Scope. Oh, I saw a Super Scope recently out in the wild. Well, the cart. I didn't see the, Still looks fast to me. Oh, that's because we're playing now, aren't we? Yeah, that's still just as fast. Oh, you changed region to PAL. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I was going the opposite way, right? You're right. So if the game ROM is PAL and we're in NTSC, which is probably what my monitor is telling it, oh, did I just hit it twice? Did I just do it again? Or did it kick me back out and make it go to NTSC? Okay, there, it stayed that time. Okay, might have to reset it too. No, I think you may be right. It definitely seems to be, it's still faster, but it seems to be less fast. You may have a point. The Wraith, you may have a point. I'm going to give you a point. I think that sounds slower too. But I may be just imagining things. I may just be imagining. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it still seems fast though, right? No, that's a lot slower. I think. I don't know. Now I'm just imagining stuff. I'm not sure. It's definitely faster than the DOS, which is fine because they sometimes do that on the SNES. Okay. Oh. It still seems, but I think it's more manageable. But maybe, oh no, that still seems way too fast. Drac, what is going on? Long time no see. What is going on, my friend? How are you doing? How is your Thursday, Friday? We're playing Prince of Persia 2 right now, trying to figure out why this SNES version is so much faster. Is there a 30, 25 frames per second mode? That's a good question. I didn't see it in the core. But we could try a different emulation if we had to. I'm still not sure what that ROM header is, but I have seen people say you should use the no header version. Prince of Persia 2. So this is the USA version on this ROM. Now, does that mean somebody did it right? I can't say. I can't say. But I'm going to take a look real quick just to see. So this is a long play. This World of Long Plays, they do these a lot. So if it's doing it for him too, then I'm going to say it's probably the way it was designed. And probably do a Google search real quick just in case. Let's see, guest. Boink, boink. So now we're going to take a look at this long play and see if it looks also. Looks pretty fast. Oh no, Drac. Doing okay since sick with the kids, watching you. Been a long time since I've seen this game, right? Where did they start at? How did they start so far? Oh, okay. Okay, so they played through the first very, very quickly. I love this little dramatic thing here where they... Oh, that's weird because we had such a nice transition in the DOS version. That did not transition at all on that story beat. Interesting. Okay, so let's see if it's still fast. Oh yeah. It's still really fast. So okay, so let's try to somebody else. Let's just see randomly. Let's hit a few just to see if everybody's having the same experience. So all these people could not be playing on a Mister or something like that. Is it just that much faster? Yeah, just look how fast that is. Okay, so it must just be the SNES. Let's ask the question. Runs fast. Prince of Persia 2 and Canoe running too fast. Mini SNES. Oh, I got my mini SNES. Okay. I bet somebody thinks it plays too fast. Okay, yeah, this person. This sounds like our experience. Let's look at this. Was it on the mini? Oh no, they added it. Okay, so this person added it. I got the SNES mini as well. Check to see if the dip switches were flipped on the cabinet, Taz. We don't got those in this core. Uri says, so it may be an NTSC version, but running at double rate. That's what I don't see anything this referencing to it. But let's see what the Reddit folks say after this person drops this little tidbit, which is something that sounds like I would put on Reddit. So whatever snark this person gets is probably gonna be the same snark that I would get. Hi everyone, I'm really happy with my mini SNES and Hachi 2, which I have both. You can load ROMs on there. Yesterday I wanted to play Prince of Persia 2 after finishing the first one and noticing it running way too fast in Canoe. It seems like it only starts being too fast after the intro when you had to start running. Is this just my ROM or can somebody confirm this? I'm confused as the compatibility list shows Prince of Persia 2 as running without issue. My gosh, Drac, has it been since Nerdtacular 2012? Are you going to Vegas? We need to hang out, man. Is your ROM the NTS or perhaps a PAL version? So they're thinking the same way we are, the Wraith. PAL versions were designed to run at 50 hertz rather than 60, so you can run fast if using them at 6 hertz. It's the NTSC version. If you check gameplay videos on YouTube and compare the SNES with the PC version, you can tell the SNES port is much faster than the original PC version. Canoe is doing everything right. Would it be possible to slow the ROM down in RetroArch? I think that's what it was meant to be, and I found it awful. I couldn't play it, which was a pity because I finished the first. Okay, after watching some gameplay videos on YouTube, it seems this is regular speed of the game. Seems like a very bad port to me. I'm not at home, but check. If it's a European-only release, if that's the case, it is running too fast because of what JD Fanning said above. This was an international release, right? It wasn't just that. I'm looking to see if anybody has, like the Wise. The game seems to run slightly faster than the computer counterparts. The time limit began. Okay, so this is Hardcore Gamers. This is way back in the day. So somebody surely must have. Am I going to have to order a stinking... Everyone come to Vegas says, though. Am I going to have to order a stinking original copy of the Prince of Persia 2, The Shadow and the Flame on SNES to plug into my SNES to get the de facto answer so that I can answer the people's questions on the internet about the speed? Or maybe I'll just write the developers. Maybe I'll find out who developed it and I will go from there. So there's two ways to find out. Smith Mule, what is going on? There's two ways to know. It's not Judge Reinhold. I thought I copied pasted that. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I probably should put SNES, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of PC. I'm wrong. Look at that. Brother Bund. $199 for the floppies. Let's order it now. Pre-owned. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the reason why we'll never find out. The Australian folks, they have it. The PC. Still the PC. I specifically said the SNES version. Is it called something else? The Shadow and the Flame. That's what it's called. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be much more difficult than I thought. They got Mac versions. Okay, here we go. Here is a Prince of Persia 2, rated, sealed, $2,000 or best offer. So this mystery may continue. Okay, here we go. Loose cart, authentic. Here we go. That's more like it. $20. $20. I am willing to spend $20 to get to the bottom of the Tootsie Roll Pop. This one's coming out of Utah. I'd be better off just sending it to the Scott and get him to test it for me. It'll take 1,000,000 years to get from Utah. Now, is this the whole box and everything? Is this complete in box? This looks sus. This looks sus, but $58,000. Oh, that's DK Oldies. Well, that's not bad for if it comes in the box. That is DK Oldies. Come on, man. Come on, DK Oldies. Does anybody shop DK Oldies? I've bought a couple of things there before I really just said no. They do check stuff. Prices are not going to be great, right? But this isn't bad. But the picture sure is. What'd they take the picture with? Where'd they get this picture? Did they steal a thumbnail from somewhere? Here's 3 games. Donkey Kong Country, which I would like to have 2 and 3. Oh, that's the whole Donkey Kong Country collection. Oh, it's 13 dust. That's a peach. Oh, I hate when they do that crap. Don't lie to me. Ooh, there's a purple one? Okay. Let's see. I mean, how can you go by that picture? You can't. Okay, so there's 2 of them up here that were, reasonably priced. We had the one that was in Utah. And then we got this one. Where is this any closer? Oh, look at this. This is in South Carolina. That is so weird. The only 2 affordable ones are the 2 locations that the two hosts of Play Retro live. Now, Utah had a very nice cart. Someone wrote X's and O's on this one. But it would answer the question. Does it run faster? Cocksocks. Is that what it says? Cocksocks. I'm so mad. I'm going to order a new sticker off Etsy or something. 100% positive. $3.99 for shipping. Could probably get it here in fairly short order. Oh, you're right. Wait, is that right? Wait a minute. Are you right? Oh, you're right. Son of a butthole. Almost made a mistake. Whew, I'm glad you're here. Phew, that was close. I might have put that in my cart and ordered it up. Is this the way it's supposed to look in the NES version too? Or the Super NES version? Best action game of 1994. Drag, we're doing the TMS meetup, man. It's like Nerdtacular. Scott Johnson, Brian Ibbett, headlining, and all of us others there too. Saving money, Brian. My job. Thank you, Shay. Smithfield says cheap as I can find on eBay. Whew. Can't believe how hard this is to find. I haven't even seen the SNES version yet. Is this called Prince of Persia 2? Was this called Prince of Persia 2? No. Okay, somebody just called it Prince of Persia 2. Now I'm really confused. Okay, so I guess they called it Prince of Persia 2. Okay. Is that what I searched for? Or did I search for just... Maybe that's what I should put. Yep. Bump that part. Oh, Brian. Snaz, please. Authentic contested, blah, blah, blah. Prince of Persia 2, game only. $50. That's a little bit. I want to know. But at $50 and above, I don't know if I want to know that bad. I want to know. But $50, that's kind of beyond my curiosity. 25, maybe even all the way up to 30. I would satisfy my curiosity. Otherwise, maybe I just need to shoot off a message to somebody out there, some of the developers or something. I bet you Mechner would know. I bet he would know. 44 still. That's 1, 2. Man. Wow. Boy, this is becoming rarefied. Oh, look at this one, though. Oh, look at this. Yes, look at this. This says, is this the Famicom? It says Super NES, but I don't think so. You guys didn't get these types of cars, did you? I like how this looks, though. This is almost worth it. This is Oregon. That's in the U.S. Can my system wouldn't be able to play it, though. But I could rip the cart. I could rip the ROM, but that would still put me in the same situation. I need to know what it does in the beginning. And plus, it's Prince of Persia, Brian, so shut up. I know, Shay. Has no one posted a native SNES playthrough on YouTube? Oh, that's a good question. Let's ask that question. Wraith coming up with some good answers. Click, 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 clickety click. Does anybody remember playing the SNES version of this? March 11th, Prince 2 doesn't have a groundbreaker. 92. Hello, friend. Oh, hello, friend. The Lone Wolf Dogma. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? How was your Thursday, Friday? I don't want to get too distracted here, but I'm getting distracted. Screenshot comparisons. The Genesis version. The Genesis version didn't exist, but we could probably download. Archive.org does some prototyping stuff. Look at that. Is that the Xbox version? Okay. You would think it would be of note. If I had the SNES version, I think that would definitely be of note. Oh, look, it's me. It's me. Oh, look, it's me. It's me and it's me. It's me and it's me. Fun. All right. YouTube.com. Let's see here. Lone Wolf Dogma, how are you doing? How is your Thursday, Friday? And did you play Prince of Persia 2? And did you have it on the SNES? And was it faster than the DOS version? Prince of Persia 2, SNES, real hardware. Prince of SNES version. Prince of Persia, worst graphics comparison, long play. Oh, they used to. Oh, look at this. These people. Look at these people. They're doing the PC version, but they're using the Roland MT32. I gotta hear how it sounds. I want a Roland. Oh my god. Listen to that. Kiss my butt. Listen to that. I gotta set up an MT32 Pi. Or find a real Roland. At this point, it's probably about the same price. Listen how good that sounds, though. Golly, man. Just didn't know what I was missing out on until I started learning about that kind of stuff. Wish I had never learned it. Prince of Persia, Shadow Thing. That's a real-time comparison. See, I just don't... That would be interesting to see. How does the real-time comparison do if one runs like crazy fast? Or did the same people work on the Super Nintendo that worked? This is not even the same. What is this? Oh, this is the first one. Oh, how does he get ROMs? I want to know, how do you get ROMs? Shadow Flame version comparison. I just feel like this would still be the same thing. Macintosh. Taz, okay. Is anybody playing on real hardware? So this guy looks like he's doing tool-assisted movies. Okay, so maybe he'll give us some feedback here. That looks fast still. Yeah, if anybody finds a video of someone playing this on real hardware, it seems like it's a question people ask, but oh my God, what happened? But no one seems to have the definitive answer. Unless I'm not looking on TV. So try new Prince of Persia game. That's no good. Sands of Time. No. Prince of Shadow and the Flame. PC. No one's like, on CRT. Something that might require real hardware or something. Compact PC. Oh, that's interesting. So somebody uses a compact PC, but that's a PC version still. I guess I should have put a SNES. Still the same people. Same people. Same people. Now this has the Genesis versus the SNES. Let's take a look at this one. It says Brian, the Prince of Georgia. You found one, Crimson. Perfect. Let's see. Do we allow links? Oh, that's funny. So they're having to time it up here, it looks like. All right. Okay, so that's the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. Oh, look how fast it is. Look how ganky it is. So the beta prototype looks like the PC version. And look at the difference. I didn't notice the difference in the architecture, too. It is more colorful. Okay, I'm almost positive they just sped it up. Oh, that's fine. It did it. Oh, it did anyway. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. It did it anyway. Ha ha. Sent the link anyway. Prince of Persia SNES. Oh, this is the first one. Don't. You can ignore it, Crimson. You can ignore the bot. This is the first one. I made the same mistake earlier too. Unless later on it turns in Prince of Persia 2. This is the SNES version of Prince of Persia. The first one. Maybe it says, please tell me I got the state right. My mind is Swiss cheese. You're close. I am the Prince of South Carolina, but I live about 45 minutes from the border of Georgia, and I'm in Georgia a lot. So you're not wrong. If you consider the size of the globe, you're not wrong. I mean, if you were to back up from the map and you pointed to where I was at and where Georgia's at, it would be very, very small difference. But that's okay, because Avian always comes through instead with giving out being the hero of the day for the payment for error, even though not required. You're beautiful. I love you. Gave out 5 community subs. So there. Forgiven. You were forgiven anyway, but extra forgiven. Rainbow Bright. It's Matt Strikes, I believe. These are people who just got the gift, got the love of the Avian. Mammalian, FH. Forza Horizon? I don't know. EFGXYZ. I do letters. There's my name. And the real Tangy Pop. On a universal scale, we all live next to each other, right? But I mean, seriously, though, you don't have to back out too far. I mean, if you just did the Southeast, if you just backed out just to see the Southeast United States, I would still, those pinpoints would be very close together. Very close together. Like I said, 45 minutes is very close in relative terms to the U.S. The U.S. is a very large place. Let's put it this way. I looked at driving out to Vegas. It's 1 day, 7 hours. And that's 24. So it's basically 30-something hours. So I'm definitely going to have to fly. I hate flying for several reasons. First, because I don't like to be in a big tube with a bunch of people. And then you add that you're way up in the air. Don't care for that. And then the thing that I hate most about flying is the lack of control. There's just no control. I'm such a control freak. When I drive, sure, I can't control, I can't make it faster. I can't make it as fast as flight. But what I can do is if I'm whatever, if I decide, I want to stop and stretch my legs. Stop and stretch my legs. Want to stop at the gas station? Stop at the gas station. Don't have to worry about nobody. I don't have to even talk to anybody. I can drive by myself. I can ride all the way out there by myself, listening to podcasts, doing whatever I do. I like that freedom and that control, and I can't stand being on the freaking airplane people's time. Shay says, found a video discussing how it's a really bad port, and he explicitly calls out it's not an emulator bug. The game really runs this fast. Shay, thank you so much. So now you cannot drive to Las Vegas. No, I totally accept that if I'm going to go overseas, if I'm going to go over the pond, I'm definitely going to have to take some type of, I don't have my own personal submarine or nothing. I don't have a boat that is seaworthy. So I've got to do that. The Wraith, the train seems a little less constrained. I don't think they don't frisk you and make you take your shoes off and all that crap, do they, with the train? I thought about that. I don't want to do the bus. The bus is just as icky as flying in a freaking, you might as well be flying if you're going to go on a train. There's just too much. There's too much cramming in, and it all feels totally out of your control. Amy says, driving to Vegas. The Amtrak may be an option. Oh, hi, Jeff. I haven't thought about that. But I kind of like the idea because, you can get up and kind of walk around on the train. You can get up and walk around on a plane, too. But everybody's like, are you going to sit down? Are you going to sit down already? I feel like the train, if you got up and if you kind of walk down the aisle a little bit and you stop and talk to somebody, it'd be fine. No one's going to have a shit. The same with the bus. People are like, sit down. Sit down. Bus, plane feels like sit down people. Zoe says, just as well, I love flying. It can be a little inconvenient, but overall, I really enjoy it. It's going to be cheaper, I'm sure. It's going to be right. Oh, man, train with a sleep compartment? Oh, my God, that would be divine. I don't have to deal with anybody. They would drive me. Who wants to drive me? Who wants to drive me? How does that sound? Who wants to come pick me up and drive me? Then I don't have to deal with one person. I'll just, I'll learn their personality. I'll express to them all of my bad habits. And we can just scoot across. Right, Zoe? I would love if you live closer. I would too. That'd be great. You got to pay for the flight out. Yeah. That's the problem. Oh, man. Yeah. Then you win your way back, right, Lone Wolf? Sleeping car to Vegas. I think you could get first class ticket plus to Vegas, right? That would work. That's not a bad idea. I don't ever fly. I mean, I haven't flown in probably before 9/11, actually. I think that was the last time I flew, before 9/11. That's how long it's been. Wow. Has it been that long? Wow. I hated it then too, though. Even before all that happened. Even before they locked everything down. I've dropped people off at the airport. I don't care for it. The puppy says, I'll pick you up around 9:30. Let's go. Shay says, sent Wraith the link for posting here rather than risk the wrath of the bot. Right? Just like, first class is not it's not that much more expensive to fly first class. I mean, if you're only doing it every once, I mean, this is like one thing I do obviously over more than 10 years, almost 20 years. So, I mean, well, it's a little bit more for first class. I mean, if you look at it, it's not that much more. It is more expensive. But I mean, if you're thinking about, if I'm spending, $3,000 to get out to Vegas and back, I think I looked it up when we went to Florida. We was looking to go in some places, or New York, was planning on going to New York, and it was going to be like, I think it was like 25% more than what we were paying. And I'm like, once you get to a certain point, it's just like, I'm in for this much. Lone Wolf Dogma says, I have my own delivery company, so I can drive anything to its destination. Let's go. So that's what you're talking about. I got you. Fly out to Vegas, drive it back. Screw those people. I've never been without a passport. Interesting. Avian, well, I got my fingerprints first time in life. Got sick and tired of waiting in line. Did the TSA. I need to do that too. Crap. I haven't done all that crap either. Oh, crap. I don't need like a passport thing. But they have like some kind of new rules and everything. Like you gotta have a certain special kind of driver's license. But with that being said, I'm supposed to have my driver's license renewed this year anyway. So now might be the time to do all of it. We're going to assume that the SNES version just sucks butt. 2025, Brian. Doing it. Hitting 40 made me quit wanting to travel. It was like a switch hit. Yeah, it really is. It's like, I don't mind traveling as long as I'm in control. I hate it. I hate being in, because I mean, if I used to get nervous flying, and I still get nervous sometimes. Sometimes I get nervous. Sometimes it doesn't bother me at all. Blow right off. But I've flown before, and my doctor was kind enough to prescribe like lorazepam or whatever it is. That stuff just knocks me out. I mean, the biggest thing is I got to make sure I'm traveling with somebody, because I'll be out. I'll be out. Get Brian Ibbott to lift you to Vegas. That's a great idea. That's a great idea, Wraith. Let's lift it. Avian, well, let me tell you about Real ID. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. I know, 2025. I got to get on it. Lone Wolf says, I just hate hurry up and wait mentality of traveling. I do too. I just want to get there and get it done. Yes. And if it is wait, I want it to be because I want to wait. If I want to stop at a freaking rest stop because I'm tired and I'm sick of people and I need a mental break, I want to be able to stop at a rest stop and just sit there if I want to pull into a McDonald's or whatever the crap things they have on the side of the road, then I want to do that. Get an ice cream. Go ahead and try to ask your flight attendant to get you an ice cream. Hey, can I get an ice cream? Sir, no. I've been in a tackler we drove. That's back when Dave used to drive. Dave would drive me. Dave Michaels. I took a day off to deal with the Illinois DMV, says Avian. I had to get my W-2 driver's license. Oh, power bill and passport. Unfortunately, I need your full Social Security number and official document. Oh, my God. Yeah, I guess I need to make sure I get all that crap in order. Oh, my gosh. That'll turn your day into lemons for sure. Oh, my God. So let's take a look at that. What was the other one we did? Did we do the Sega CD version of the first one? We looked at the PC version, but did we look at the Sega CD version of the first one? We did the Turbo Duo. I'm trying to remember if we did the Sega CD version. I think we did. Crimson Neon, that's not a bad date when my kids to drive me. They both have jobs. No, Ethan doesn't. Well, he does. He's got a job. No, don't get me wrong. Ethan has a job, but it's not like a day-to-day. He kind of can set his own schedule. Herd to a gate and go through it. Sit for an hour while they watch the plane. Right, Lone Wolf? Pfft, that's crap. Drives me nuts. Can't stand it. I'm the same way. Avian says, so instead I went over to the Social Security office and ordered a new Social Security. Yeah, I probably have to do that too. I have one somewhere, my birth certificate and all that stuff somewhere. What you need is TMS Greyhound. They pick everyone up at the race. Yes. God, I hate the bus. Oh, hi, Terry. You had to stop at McLean, Illinois, so you can go to the arcade town. Yes, see, that's the kind of stuff I love doing. I'm like, yes, please. Let's stop somewhere. Hey, what do I got in Europe? Nothing. Japan, nothing. All right. If we stop on the way, if we go into an arcade, cool. How's it going, Terry? Was just talking about going to Vegas. I'm very excited about going to Vegas. I'm just not excited about flying. Sega. Hate flying. Hate having to because they always get you. It's like, we've got tickets. Cool. When do I need to fly out? Well, you can either fly out at 5 a.m. What time do I have to be there? 3. What time do I have to go to sleep then? I hate it. And then, if you do find one, it's either early in the morning or late in the afternoon. It's tough. Terry says, good, I've been listening for a while, just lurking as usual, not a problem. Round trip flights from New York City to Vegas, not bad, 2 to 3. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about the I mean, I am, of course. We're worried about the cost of it, but I'm not like, it's not prohibitive because I'm taking all that. I've been saving up. I've been saving up for this trip. But I mean, we'll see. 9 to 12. It will be so fun to have you there. I know it will. Will you drive me? Come pick me up. 9 to 12. I know you're flying. How are y'all flying out? Lone Wolf says, I went on a bus from Rapid City to Denver in Silent Hill conditions. And it was like, well, last time I do that. Yeah, the bus is rough. I've driven the bus. You gonna come to karaoke night? Oh, I'm gonna come to karaoke. I'm gonna watch you. Avian says, that poor Brian to get on a plane, it takes off and fall asleep. Right? I wish I could go to Vegas. I'm so close, but yeah, I got no monies. Sorry, Terry. Can't sleep on planes ever. Like I said, planes are fine. The actual flying part's fine. Like I said, I'm just gonna zoink out. That's usually something that I have to do as well, because I hate transfers. If I'm flying somewhere, if there's not a straight flight, when I get on that plane, I want to get on that plane once, and I want to arrive at my destination, and I want to get off. That's it. It's like, but you can save. I don't want to save money if I've got to get off this damn plane. So it says, Brian, you would have loved my flight the first time I went to Las Vegas. It was supposed to be 10 hours. It's supposed to be 10 hours, 40 minutes. We were delayed taking off, and I was on the plane for 12 hours. Ugh. Even the 24 hours that flew to South Africa. Oh, right, Terry? Yeah, of course you're flying 9. Of course you are. Transfers are the worst. I hate them, Crimson. Yeah, after Bubba Kid Trout, Zoe says, anything over 8 hours and I don't really notice time. See, Jeff, this is why I need you. This is why I need you, because what I didn't do is I didn't turn off this so you could see me playing it. I was probably enjoying the music, but not knowing what's going on. Puppy says, if it's not direct, likely I won't make it to my destination. Right, Puppy? Oh, dude, Avian. I'd go to Chicago. I love Chicago. Chicago is great. I can drive to Chicago. I've done that plenty of times. I don't like window seats, says Lone Wolf, but don't like people who leave the window up. I'm not sitting there, but you can't let that up. You got to pull that down. Is there a drone fly taxi to Vegas? Right, the Wraith? Crozy says, hey, Crozy, what's up? I flew straight from New England to Hawaii. Rough one. Whew. Right. God, yeah. I prefer window too because I like to control the window. I'm the same, like pulling that down. Yeah, we don't need to know. We don't need to know we're flying. We're flying. Let's go to Chicago, Avian. Let's do it. That's where I want to go. Forget Vegas. Forget Vegas. Why can't it be in Chicago? That's in the middle. You guys come meet me. Oh, did I make it? Look at that. I made it. Nice. Well, so Nine says, I'm so happily enamored that I'm up in the sky every time. Once I get up there, it's pretty exciting. I like being in the air. Being in the air is fine. I hate taking off. Ugh. Oh my God. If the weather's bad, I hate turbulence. Ugh. I hate it. Of course, that's like saying you hate getting punched in the face. Of course you hate turbulence, but I hate it. I'm like, oh God. I think the last time I flew was out of Dallas, I believe. It was definitely Texas. We were flying out of Texas heading into Phoenix, Arizona. And we were in the biggest plane I'd ever been on. And the weather had gotten really bad. And everybody's flights were canceled except ours. Our pilot decided that he could fly through the bad weather, and he did just that. Because I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I don't want my flight to be canceled, but if they're canceling all their other flights, shouldn't we be canceling ours? And they're like, nah, we're getting out of here. I'm like, I don't know. This is a good idea, y'all. And man, I have never been on a more tense flight than that one. Oh man, it was terrible. We just went straight up in the air because it was trying to get over it. And I mean, the whole flight. I've never seen flight attendants so white and scared. Man, they were just like, they never got out of their seats. They had their seat belts on, and they were all sitting there. They're all super quiet. They were super quiet. I've never seen flight attendants look worried because they're always usually just, either pissed or annoyed. But Crozy, this is the Sega CD version. Right, Crimson? It was like, the pilot was like, don't tell me the odds. I was like, forget this, man. It was terrible. Abitry, what is up? I don't want to do that again. That's actually, I think, my last flight. Maybe that's what reason why I don't like to fly. Yeah, the Wraith. I actually like the landing. Takeoff is scary, though. Zoe says, turbulence is supposed to be a thing around Las Vegas because it's surrounded by mountains. Correct. Because we would often, sometimes we had to come in towards, when we was going to Phoenix. We've been diverted to Las Vegas before, and, Bah. 9 says, one time we had our kids on a plane when they were little and there was a turbulent small plane. And they started excitedly yelling, woohoo, like it was a roller coaster. I kind of like, there's something kind of comforting about a smaller plane and turbulence. And there's something terrifying about the biggest plane I've ever been on. That where the turbulence was less like, it was more like drops. It was just like we'd be going up and then we just drop and then go up and then, because it was so big, the turbulence, the wings, you could just see, you could look out the windows and the wings were just like bending and stuff. I didn't care for it. It was a bad experience. Screw that pilot. We must have hit air pockets there. Dude, it was terrifying. It was terrifying, Avian. So it says, one time I got slightly worried was when the pilot came down the house and looked at the wings through the passenger windows. Yeah, they were flapping. That's not how wings are supposed to work on planes. That's how birds do it. They're not supposed to flap habit. Yeah, Shay, just standard check. There it is. Good to go. 9 says, there was a guy terrified chewing gum like, oh yeah, chewing gum like it's his job, and he even laughed and seemed to be calmer. Avian, I'm trying to remember how old I was when we hit an air pocket at a puddle jumper. My cousin hit the roof. Yeah, those are fun. How about using a VR headset? Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea, the Wraith. That we gotta be laughing and having a good time as we're dying. Avian says, that's why I wear my seatbelt at all times. I'll tell you this. I don't have a big fear of necessarily dying in a plane crash, because well, I'll take that back. There's two things. So people say, oh, planes are safer than cars. True. However, every situation I imagine with a car and a car crash is usually not nearly as horrific as I can imagine being on a plane. If it's going to explode, that's fine. My plane's going to explode. I'm going to die instantly. Cool. Cool. But I am just like terrified of getting sucked out of the plane and then falling and being aware that you're falling, that you're going to hit the ground. Just that anticipation. See, that's part of my fear of heights, and part of my fear of the jumping from heights too. Right. I mean, there's terrifying things that can happen in cars. You know, you could probably walk away, or it happens really fast, and you just lay in there and you're dying in pain. That's fine. 9 says you're freaking Rob out. I'm sorry, Rob. We'll fly together. We'll hold hands, and then 9 can be over there, and she can be having a good time while we just whimper and cry quietly. I'm not that terrified of planes. It's like I said, most of it is that stupid, I hate not being in control. Habit says, my first flight was on a teeny air show in a prop plane. That's cool. Yeah, there's something about feeling the power, the raw power of that versus a big plane. It doesn't feel like raw power. It just feels like you're getting jostled, or you're getting like an elevator. Oh, hi, Rob. That's right, Avian. Brian, we can hold hands. Also, Brian, ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, no, your power disc blinked out? Oh, no. I hope you're watching it on the phone. Are you watching it on the phone? I did not do that right. Yeah, this is the Sega CD version of Prince of Persia, so it looks pretty good. I think we need to at least have one final reminder of what the Macintosh looked like. Just one final. You could adjust the I forgot about this. You can also adjust. I believe, what is it? Oh, that's the fastest. Okay, the speed. Here it is. You can adjust this. Oh, I think is it down or up that goes faster? I think it's down goes faster. Let's see, this is more like the SNES version. So I guess it's not unprecedented, right? Maybe that's the way the developers played it, and they were like, "This is the only way to play it. This is the only way to play it." So, gonna hit for bed. I was enjoying the talk about flying too much. It was fun. It was fun. wear a wingsuit just in case you get sucked out of the plane. That's not a bad idea. I've always wondered, I think we've all probably thought about it at least once in our lives. Why don't they just give everybody a parachute on the plane? First of all, it'd probably be the biggest mess. It would be the biggest mess. But good night, Zoe. All right, let's see here. I want to look one more time at that Macintosh version. Did we ever play it? We looked at it, but did I actually play it? I figured out how to make it work. I can't remember if we played it though. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful though. Yeah, have it. Just imagine how many people would pull the cord. Just imagine if you did have it. First of all, you'd have to wait till the plane gets down to a certain height, right? You can't. Most jets and most traveling planes, passenger planes, are going to be much too high to just to jump out of. And then you consider that they are not really designed for people parachuting out. There's just that a couple of doors, right? So you had to get low enough for that. Then you had to pop the emergency doors, right? And then you'd have to take turns all walking out, panicking. None of these people are prepared or trained for parachuting. It takes them freaking 15 minutes just to tell people to put on seatbelts to make sure they had their parachutes on properly. God, that would be a nightmare. And then people actually jumping out of the plane and not just slapping, just running into each other. It'd be a nightmare. It'd be way worse. Just the best to go ahead and get it over with. Right, and they go so much faster than a small plane too, right? It'll probably kill you jumping out the door, right, puppy? Right. And so even if they could slow it down, let's say they were able to drop down to a reasonable speed, slow it down, because obviously they can't slow it down fast enough because they land, right? So without stalling out. So it would definitely be a nightmare. Yeah, it would be worse unless Iron Man was there, right? Iron Man, help me, please. Oh, you saw a demo of the Mac version of my first Mac. Oh, nice. Well, I started the Mac, and it loaded up some icons there for a minute. I might need to load up the other one. I think. Oh, there it goes. I just wasn't patient enough. I wasn't patient enough. All right, so look at this. This is the Mac Plus. That's right. You remember those they look like this. These little Macs here, right? And they were black and white, or some kind of chronochromatic. Is that the word? Chronochromatic? Sounds like there's too many words in there. Chromatic? No, that sounds like a race of humans. Chromatic man. Monochromatic. So I had it right. I have it right? Okay. Monochromatic. All right. Look at this though. Is this not beautiful? We need to adjust what we are. I better, before Tonda sees that I did not change, he gets all upset when I don't change the titles. Yes, pre-drop Shadow Folders 9. That's right. Not bad. Like it. All right. So on this one, we're using our keyboard. Ooh, listen to that music. Such drama. Chroma, chameleon. Taz. Lone, right? That's what boy George saying. But the last time I remember someone jumping out of a plane was DB Cooper, and it did not end well for him. Apparently, right, Avian? Or did it end perfectly? Look at this. Look at this artwork. Look at this flex. Look at this absolute flex on this Mac. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Look at the animation on this thing. I am curious about the audio translation, though. I've noticed this on this particular Mac core that it has this noise, but I'm not sure what exactly is caused it, or if it was part of the original Mac. I just never noticed it, or part of the ROM. Because, compression. You got to compress things. Mary Jafar died within an hour. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, so what I didn't do. This is where I got confused last time. I was doing all this and I forgot. When you start these games up on the Mac, this particular one at least, it runs through the demo. And not until you actually do new game does it actually start the game. The demo pulls up, which is sweet. But then you start the new game, and then you're playing. And this is where I messed up last time. Now, I don't remember if I had a controller. No, I had to use the keyboard. I thought I did. Okay, all right. Oh, so they use a modified WSAD, so it's just off just a little bit. This uses the FDS control scheme, but I think it still uses shift to... Yeah, it does. It uses the left shift, so you can use your little pinky there. Turn around that way, get down. Look at this. Man, is that not... It sounds pretty good, too. Right? Complete foreground, middle, and background, too. This thing has everything. Look at that. Lone Wolf says, Jafar is just a shit in whatever he's doing. He really is. All right, so let's see if we can... let me do a practice run first. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at this. This is just such a gorgeous... I mean, this is something that I would love on a Game Boy if it wasn't... the screen resolution, would it be high enough? I mean, how would it look? I'm not sure. Wasn't there a Game Boy version of Prince of Persia too? Well, I didn't think about that. I didn't even look at that. Habit says, wait, why did Disney use Jafar as a bad guy name too? So it was part of 1001. What's the 1001 Arabian Nights? Is it Arabian Nights? What is it? 1001 Arabian Nights? That story? I think that is the character's name, right? Because it would have been in public domain. Typical Disney. And I think they spelt their Jafar. Is it Jafar or Jafar? They spelt theirs a little differently too. I think. Isn't that right? But anyway, Habit, we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier. That you may have heard, I don't know. But so this was in production. This game was in production about the same time Disney's Aladdin was in production. So I don't think anybody stole anything from anybody, even though this released before the movie. It's 4 years development cycle. But then again, Mechner was also working on this thing forever too. So I don't know. Oh, he just showed up? It's fine. 1001 Dalmatian Nights. Death. But yes, I thought the same thing too. I was like, what's the timeline here? Who stole from who? I think it's just one of those things. Right. 1001 Nights, Jafar was the Grand Vizier. Is it Visor? He was a jerk in that too. He's always a jerk. Wait, Googling 89 for the game and 92 for the movie. Right. So, you could certainly argue that maybe one influenced the other. Oh. But I just don't know. I don't know. I don't think that. I just don't think. I think it was just too good. It happens from time to time. Two ideas that are kind of just similar that just do it, Grand Vizier, if you spell it right. Grand Vizier. Right. Terry says this was in production while the movie Aladdin was in production or when the game was. Right. So it was. There was a long development time for both the animated films and Disney about in that time. Was about 4 years. Now they would usually project plan before then, but once it was actually greenlit and they started working on everything, it was usually a 4 year. It's a 4 year thing. I don't think Aladdin was any different. Now the game started out, I believe, planning. Mechner was planning this probably early in the maybe mid 80s, and he started development on it. And when he first started developing it, which is probably, if I had to guess, because I don't remember exactly. Somewhere around 86, 87. It took a couple of years. And because when he started development on it, the number one gaming platform at that time for computers anyway, was the Apple II. By the time it was released in '89, Apple II was waning, and the first release of this game did not sell that well because people just weren't really buying software for that. But then the mini ports, Prince of Persia's, sold lots. Beep boop. Oh, Grand Vizier was the title in Aladdin too. Yeah, like I said, it's all taken. I mean, it's all taken from the 1001 Arabian Nights anyway. The story, which by the way, if you've never read any of, is amazing. I think isn't the neat part that is like being told from. So I can't remember exactly, but I think it's like the king at the time was betrayed by the queen, and then he was marrying women. And then he would have them for a night, and then he would kill them after he slept with them, I think. And then I think like the storytelling lady that was telling the stories of 1001 Nights was, and everybody correct me if I'm wrong, this is just vaguely what I remember from way back from reading, that how she stayed alive was she kept every morning, instead of killing, she would leave the story hanging so that he would have to keep her alive so he could hear the story the next night. I think that's how it goes. The animation in this games are great, right? This is rotoscoping. Hey, Mechner took that from Disney, right? Disney perfected or really kind of made great use of rotoscoping, which rotoscoping is just basically filming something and outline, draw, kind of using it for reference. Why can't I pick this? Oh, it's the shift button. That's my Prince of Persia, says Warpforged. Sounds like a nice guy. This game is awesome, though. I love it. Oh, look at little. That's the first time out of all the versions I've seen, this is the first time I've actually seen the separation of his fingers in his hands when he goes to turn around. There's like at least one frame that you can see his hand, you can see his fingers in the separation of the fingers. This is the first time I've seen that in any of the ports. So something to be said for that. Rotoscoping the original mocap. Right, Shay? Our concubine of the perpetual cliffhanger. 9. You got that. Nailed it. Brian, you need to move to Colorado. Agreed. Then I'll be closer to Vegas and it wouldn't be nearly as long as the flight. Let's move to Colorado. I sometimes wish we do live in like I'm definitely jealous of our European counterparts in the way that they are much closer to their neighbors, right? We definitely are too far from our neighbors. It's too far to travel. Longest I'm in Colorado too. Everybody's cool is in Colorado, right? By the way, I haven't said this in a while now, so let's go ahead and just real quick. We are streaming to Twitch, YouTube. So hi everybody at YouTube and Twitter, and which I never see anybody, but hi if you're watching over on Twitter, and on Kick. So we are trying to get to affiliate on Kick. Monkey's over there. We're trying to get to affiliate on Kick, and we need to get to 75 followers. What is Twitter X? Excuse me, Twitter X, Twixer. But Kick is another streaming service, and I've been having fun over there. And they give the content creators 95% of the take, as opposed to Twitch gives you 50%. But Twitch has Prime subs, so if you have Prime, you can just sub one for free, which is great, and I do appreciate that. But here is the Kick link if you ever want to follow me on Kick as well. Like I said, if we get to 75 followers, we're currently at 65 followers, we will become an affiliate because we definitely stream enough. That's the only two things. Oh, hi Math. What's going on, Math? Over there on YouTube. Twizzler. What is Twizzler? Twitter. Twizzy. Oh yeah, the bot on bot war is fantastic over here. I've got to get these bots under control. I've got like 2 or 3, and Monkey's helped me do all these, by the way. Monkey is a great bot wrangler. The great bot wrangler. All right, let's walk slowly. This is such a better experience than the darn SNES version. I'm glad coming back is a little bit safer. It's not nearly as harrowing. I get very nervous right here. I've fallen lots of times right here. Lola says, I am fine. I was a child of Celebrity Deathmatch. We'll call this the Metaflight. I haven't watched Celebrity Deathmatch in forever. Does it hold up at all? You are find. That's why the One Ring was made. The one bot to hold them all. Set me up with Nightbot and BotRick's official sometimes. Oh, you're not on there? If it helps, now configure things a bit. Oh, absolutely. Totally. You're not part of Nightbot? I thought I was already on there. Okay. I know you're definitely on MooBot, right? Probably not. Celebrity Deathmatch probably doesn't hold up. Okay, so let's see. Okay, that works. That works. God, look at the animation. I love it. Oh, look at the strikes too. Oh. So wait a minute. Did he just fall down? Is that his underoos? Wait. Is that his underoos? Well, you know what that means. Oh, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. Sure. Teabagging in first-person shooters was all the rage during the late 90s, early 2000s, but not us for Prince of Persia. No, we had to take a poop posture. Ooh. Oh, man, Tiny Toons and Animaniacs missed the mark, right? Thanks for the follow. I think we just got another follow over there. I just missed it. Who was that? Warforge, give us a follow over on Kick, putting us at 66, only 9 away from our goal. Sweet. There was no Prince of Teabaggers, at least, maybe. At least not that. Thank you, Warforge. Drink the potion match. Oh, so this was the copy protection. So some of these are cracked. When we started this, I don't think there was any... Did we see any notifications about cracked? Lots of times on stuff like the Commodore 64 or the Amiga, it was typical if you cracked a game, you would have an intro crack scene. So you'd have, it's all the crack scene. We cracked this. We're the crackers. Which is what I tell people all the time. I'm the cracker. But then, later on, you didn't do that. You just cracked the game. So anyway, this was their copy protection. This Mac version, believe it or not, was one of the later versions released. So drink the potion match in the first letters of word 2 or line 4 of page 4 of the manual. Now, if you had another type of Macintosh, you could have color. This is the old school Mac Plus. Let's see. Drink the potion match in the first letter of the word 2 on line 4 of page 4 of the manual. So somebody quick go look at that. So what we're going to do is, if it was hacked, it doesn't matter what we pick. But I can tell you this, it probably wasn't X, but let's drink and find out what happens. Oh, we're poisoned just a little bit. All right, so no crack on this. So we're still getting our tip down at the bottom. So I'm going to run over to archive.org. Now, the manual may be... Was the manual in there? We may have the manual here. So let's see. All right. Go over here. Prince of Persia. We'll go to Finder. Bippity boppity boop. Read me. Persia color. What is this? Is this like another read me, or is this future prints? Oh, that's a game save. So is this... What does this do? Oh. Okay, so maybe that's so we can... I guess you can play it in color, limited color, or Persia black and white. Now, this Mac's only going to run black and white because that's all it's designed to do. Where's the README file at? I launched it, is it probably going to say, "They ain't nothing here. Go find your manual"? No, wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, it's a virus checker. Oh, okay. Conflicts and memory problems. Memory size, desktops, the printer, so this is just general how to run. Prince of Persia to follow memory requirements. Black and white, 100K. Okay, so this is not going to give us what we're looking for. Okay. Oh, they knew they would have memory problems. That was one of the problems with the Apple II when Mechner designed this game to begin with. Reaching that limit, he had to do some tricks. Archive.org, Prince of Persia, Mac Manual. Whoo! Full text Prince of Persia, 19 development software. Play on Windows. Into Prince of Persia 2. Oh, this is 2. User manual. Full text. Table contents. Macintosh. Haha. Macintosh repository. Let's see what we have here. Prince of Persia. Oh, you can just download it? Okay. The manual is here. Okay. Prince of Persia sit. Oh, somebody need a sit file? Sit down now. Demo. What is a demo? I think somebody talked about that earlier. At the demo version of it too. Does the demo start at the beginning? Sometimes when you get demos, it doesn't start like at the beginning. Prince of Persia. Let's pull this up real quick. Let's take a look. Follow along with me. We're on archive.org. Looking at Prince of Persia 1990, Brother Bud. I don't know if this is the right one or not. Let's start reading. Yep. It says Macintosh, IBM, Tandy. Okay. Let's make it a little bigger. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, look. Macintosh version program by Scott Shumway. We are looking for page 4. We're still in the beginning here. Let's see. There we go. We got out of the Roman numerals there. Page 4. Okay, look at that. Page 4, line 4, word 2. What a bunch of bullshit. And hopefully this is the right manual. All right. What? Oh, shit. Doodles. 1, 2, 3, 4, line 4, word 2. This is select page 4, line 4, word 2. And we're supposed to get the first word, which is S. Am I reading that right? So we need to find the S. Does that sound like the right S for select? I think that's going to be right. So let's smartly bring it back into the game. We're looking for S. Okay, there's the S. I was about to say there is no S. Give me that sweet S, baby. It's either going to kill us or we're going to get in. Yeah, look at that. Lone Wolf. I feel like this is above my pay grade. Look at that. We hacked the planet. We hacked the planet. Trogdor, says Habit, taught me the S is for sucks. Trogdor recently turned how old? Look at that, Bert. We got it. So that big sands of time there where she's standing and staring at, she's got 2 choices. Marry Jafar. Wait for the prince who she doesn't know is coming, I think. Who's then going to make her marry her. All right. Too old. This stuff was... Right stuff. It's snow. So 20 or more. Yeah. Oh, man. I've only got 1 health left. I've only got 1 little potion of health left. And this guy looks like he is ready to fight. And I look like I am ready to die. I must save. 15 minutes left. No pressure. Okay, there we go. This is actually difficult because I'm hitting this shift. Can I use the right shift too? Okay, good. Okay, so the right shift does it too, because that's very confusing to me. All right. I just wait. Aha! Come at me again. Come at me, bruh. Yeah, timers. Lone Wolf, I am not a big fan of timers. We talked about this, especially on the Sonic 3. I'm pretty sure he's showing me his undies. I'm pretty sure he's falling down and showing me his undies. But we don't like timers very much. We remembered that when we were playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles the other week, even when the timer was 10 minutes long, it was like, no, I don't want no timers. I like to stop and just hang out. It is a prison, right? This is a prison? Probably. Is that the... I think so. Shay says S is for snake or dragon or whatever. Next, we draw a more different S. Oh. All right, so I believe this is a potion. Back up. Oh, it'd been fine. We wouldn't have got hurt, I believe. But let's see. That's what made this game so much fun, though, in my opinion. I never played it back in the day. But what makes this stand out for me over something like, Mario or Sonic, just kind of like, you've easily been playing one of those games at this time, is just the absolute control you have over the character. Like Mario, he's always felt kind of like, he felt like I was being assisted, and come to find out, that's exactly what was going on. I'm being assisted a little bit. Sonic almost felt like I wasn't in control at all. This feels like I've got to control. Not too much. Not like co-op levels. I feel very nervous here. I feel very nervous. I don't know it's been a while since I've taken a long jump. Let's just see. Now. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Whew. I was wrong. Shay says, strong bad email 58. We looked that up so often it's practically embedded in my memory. I said commensurate versus habit. I don't even have time. I don't have time food anymore. There's ice cold, mild warm, fire, and lava tips. Forget the clock. Lone Wolf doesn't believe in time. Right. I still jump right, but end up left to pull. Yeah. Lone Wolf says, I'm the Mario. I'm worst at it. Yeah, I'm worser. So one of my favorite things, by the way, is running PCEM or 86 box. And what those are Pentium 2 and prior emulators for just about any processor you can imagine. So you can run your Windows 98 and before OSs, like on DOS and stuff. And then there's a project called ProtoWeb. ProtoWeb is attempting to put together the internet that existed between 95 and 2000. There was a lot of changes going on then. We didn't get to Web 2.0 yet. So it was a very different internet. And so in doing this project, they're doing some of the stuff from archive, but they're also working with curators who are actually going through old websites and restoring them. So ProtoWeb, you can see and surf the internet like it was between 95 and 2000, 1995 and 2000. And the strong bad stuff is all on there. So if you want to go to Homestar Runner and see how it looked back in the day, fully pieced together, they have lovingly put that back together. They're still working on new grounds and that kind of stuff, but very much. I'm 48. It's all time now. What we talking about Macromedia. I just saw Macromedia, which is very relevant. The site came back up with all the emails a while ago, unfortunately, without the hidden active spots that Macromedia once had. Oh, really, Shay? Like I said, that ProtoWeb may have some of the stuff because they still have Shockwave and all that stuff. Prince of Persia is also more deliberate in its animations than Sonic. Yes. You have to commit, baby. Yes, you do. Watch me commit right now. Doesn't it commit to dying? Oh, look at that. I did it. Whew. And funny enough, Lone Wolf, that you should say about AOL, you can actually, with ProtoWeb, if you set it up in like an emulator, like if you use PCEM or if you use 86 box, you can set up your Windows 98 or whatever, which is what I usually prefer, the second edition. And then use the proxy, and you can tell it to use the 56K proxy. So it will throttle like you were using a 56K modem. I don't know why you would, but if you want that experience, I guess for shits and giggles and go, remember how things were so slow? You could get the real experience. And they do have like some of the AOL functionality, like some of the extra stuff. I think you can even like emulate like emails and stuff. They're working on it. 18 minutes to have it. 18 minutes to download a web page. Don't mind if I do. Yes, the original was all on Shockwave, wasn't it? I wonder how they're running it. Shockwave. Oh, I stepped on the stupid thing. I forgot about that. If we have time, and if you guys are interested, I believe I may have PC 98 with ProtoWeb installed on this PC, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, shoot. I did it anyway. I did it anyway. I took a little jump, and then I did. Let's hope this is not poison. Oh, yes, it is health up. 20 minutes for a nipple. That was it. Lone Wolf. That's right. You need to show your kids all about how the internet used to be. Oh, I forgot I could do it this way. All right. This actually works out. I don't want to go back and do that jump again. That was some bad jumping. Come on. Come on, get you some. Get you some. Come on. Come on, get you some. Here it comes. Yeah. Want another one? Yeah. I think I do have a 98. I think when we did the what did we cover the other week? Daggerfall. We covered Daggerfall. I think I set up a PCM. I think this one's good. I think the other one's poison. Yeah, full health, baby. Have it. Says I have many layers to get to, but I have Mac OS 9 running emulation. Very good. Where are you running that at, Habit? I had a Toshiba laptop, says Lone Wolf, with a Win 3.1 and 14.4 modem. You had a side for 2 years, 2 games. A lot of screensavers, though. That's right. An old iMac running Debian with QEMU. Okay, very good. An old iMac running Debian with, let's try that out, too. I was kind of disappointed when I learned today that that the 86 box, and I'm assuming the PCEM as well, both of those, once again, like I said, are emulators. They're not virtualization, they're emulators. So they emulate the hardware instead of adding like virtualization, where it's more like a layer of, of resources. Emulation actually emulates the clock speeds of the CPU and everything, and tries to, emulate all the quirkiness. Oh, wrong button. That's the reason why. Thanks, man. But I found out that the best they could do is maybe the Pentium 2, because of how all the technology changed so fast after that emulating that on modern hardware is just almost near impossible. Lowell says, I just recently got into emu stuff. I really like the vibe here. Good job, Brian. Oh, thank you. We've enjoyed having you here with us. We like your vibe. We need to be able to emulate someone picking up the phone and kicking you. That's right. Have it timed, have a little cron job. Run from time to time. It plays like your mom's voice. Hello? Hello? And you hear it coming through the modem. That was always the best. Hearing mom on the modem. If you've never experienced that, that would just be great. That would just be great. And the only way you can stop it is if you have your headset on, you have to yell at it. Why, Mom, get off! I'm on the internet. Then you had to spend like 15 minutes reconnecting. Who's on the phone? I need to use the phone. Get off the internet. Oh, shoot. Okay, I feel it right. By the way, I just got to health up. I can't pause it. That was always one of my first arguments in my first marriage, I think. Besides what toothpaste we're going to use, explaining that I can't pause when I'm playing Quake Online. This is not a pause game. I just need you to help me look at something. I can't pause right now. I'm fighting people. I'm first. Oh, it was a run. You can't run. You have to creep by. You have to creep by. Oh man. All right. Well, that was incredible. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm just see real quick. I just want to see real quick if I can bring Don't AFK, right? Lone Wolf, my wife didn't get it either. She eventually got it. You know, it was just missing. She didn't game. She didn't know. My second wife gets it. It was like it's our first conversation. So look, we can get married, but you upgraded. That's right. There were mistakes in the first one. That's fine. I'm sure she says the same thing about me. She's like, I didn't realize it was going to be like that. None of us did. It took two. Took two to put it together. It took two to tear it apart. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's see here. By the way, I got Power World all loaded up. Pretty excited about that. I played a little bit. Very, very ganky. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's see here. I believe if I remember correctly, I did set up 86 box here, and I believe it probably has. Okay, I tried to install Unreal Tournament on that one. Let's see if I did this on Daggerfall. Let's see if you're not using 86 box, it's pretty good, especially if you're doing anything Windows 98 or prior. It's really good. It's so dystopian. Oh, what is up, Lancer Eagle? I missed you there. Good evening, everyone. How goes the Prince? Going pretty good. We're taking a slight detour because we got talked about Homestar Runner and Macromedia. Yeah! Windows 98, baby! Welcome to the exciting world of Windows 98, where your computer desktop meets the internet. So sit back, relax, as you take a brief tour of the options available on this screen. Woo! Windows don't do that no more, baby. It don't do that no more. Let's see. Oh, I do have ProtoWeb set up, so perfect. You want to go look at the dope fish? Here we are on the ProtoWeb, restoring the Windows from 95 to... Oh, we got to do some hamster dance. What do you think? Think we got some hamster dance here? Where's my audio? I need the audio. Come on. That was the Rick roll of our generation. Absolutely 100%. All right, back. We all had the hamster dance, baby. We had to do the hamster dance. Let's get, come on, go. Right? Do you remember that? Let's see, PopCap Games, ID Software, Sega Online, Yahoo. Let's see, these are some of the most recent ones here, but we've got way more. Sometimes I'll drop in here and read the Garfield comics for the day. Got Shoutcast, yes, they work. Winamp, you can whip the llama's ass. You can download Netscape, which I've done in the past. But we are here for a very specific reason. Let's see. Let's get in here. And some of this stuff, it also connects to live content too, but presented in a retro way. So Garfield Comics actually pulls the latest Garfield comics, but it presents it in the way that the website was back around 1998 or so. It's a really cool project. Thank God they didn't add Doonesbury. No one read that. May it haunt you forever. So here's some pass-throughs as well. These are real news things that are happening now. That's basically like the old web and that kind of stuff, the old net, which is interesting. Never used that before either. Restored websites. So let's see, we've got the old Apple, Atari. We were specifically looking for Capcom cheat codes, but we were specifically looking for Homestar. There's Dopefish. Let's drop in Dopefish for just a second. There you go. If you're not familiar with Dopefish and you're playing retro games, matter of fact, what is hilarious to me is there is a Prince of Persia Doom mod where they recreate Prince of Persia with the sounds and the textures for the walls and everything. And one of the hidden doors you get into, there's a Dopefish. So there you go, Dopefish. You don't know what that is? There you go. Here's your old school memes. But they add Bloom County even. That's a good question. I don't know if this project is ongoing. If you have a site that you want, you can actually join their Discord server. You can make a request for it, or you can volunteer and resource some of that stuff yourself. We were looking for Homestar Runner. There's Half-Life, Hamster Dance, Happy Puppy. If you've never looked at that, that's pretty fun. And here we go, Homestar Runner, what I was trying to do. This should be running the macro media. I believe it's installed. If not, I'll have to install it real quick. It should install automatically, though. They have their own version that was, I guess, frozen. So Lone Star says, I get most of my news on Yahoo, so I missed a bunch. There's Yahoo is here that also as well. Yeah, that's the broke image. It is sort of, kind of, but it's still loading. So we're going to give it just another second. It's probably loading Macromedia in the background. So I've done this before, and it seems like that's what I had to do. It seemed like it just took like a minute, and it eventually pops up. Anybody want to mail? Let's print some stuff. All right, so now we're gonna give another couple of seconds here, and then we're gonna call it bullshit. Right, they got the waiting part down. It seems like it does take like a really long time or something. So while it's loading in the background, hopefully, oh, is it doing something now? Like for just a second, it was wanting to come up. I could go to do the Macromedia. Look at this. You guys remember Yahoo like this? The curated Yahoo. This is running essentially on two servers. They have a main server and a backup server. Or development server, I believe. But it's also a backup server. And you just do it through proxies. So instead of pointing your DNS to the modern internet, it goes there, and then it pulls the content. I've actually started helping with some of the restoration of some of the stuff. But there's a submission process, and I need to get back on it. All right. So just like the old internet, just like this. I've installed the IRC client before, tested that a little bit. Real Player does work. I don't know if I used the media player yet or not. Remember web rings? Oh my God. Web rings. Yeah, I spent a lot of the late nights like this, right? Got the GeoCities. There's a bunch of GeoCity stuff. All that. Oh, we was going to look to see if they had any Bloom County. Yeah, we got Netscape. You can install Netscape, not a problem. Avian nostalgia hits the hard, baby. Like I said, I do occasionally just pop open the Garfield. Running slow, just like you'd expect. Let me make sure I'm on the right proxy, because I think I was doing some testing last time. I may be doing the backup proxy. No, wayback.protoweb.org, 7851. No, that's it. Could just be running slow. They've only got so many resources. And sometimes it runs slow. See, this hasn't loaded either. All right. So, your experience may vary. It's a work in progress. What you gonna do? All right. Hey, let me tell you something. I've had a good time tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. It was fun. We're gonna do some more streaming tomorrow. Gonna be doing the Play Retro Show. We're gonna talk about the Prince of Persia 1 and 2, and maybe talk a little bit about that 1999 3D thing, Prince of Persia 3D. They did it. You didn't think they'd do it, but they did it. And then after that, we'll be playing some Baldur's Gate with friends. That'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing it here on Kick. If you haven't already followed me on Kick, those who did follow me on Kick, thank you so much. We are now at 66 followers on Kick. Kick.com/Mission Deep. We're at 66 followers. We got to get to 75 to be affiliate. Warp Forge gave us a follow. Lord Mulgar, PC Rum, Taz, Mikey BC, Snowy. Wait, what's it? Snowy Night Sky. Yeah, that's who did it while I was here. So thank you guys for that. Bert, thank you so much. Thank you, Chops. It's been a fun evening. Thank you guys for talking about all kinds of crazy stuff. Thank you, Avian, for gifting out those 5 gift subs tonight. That was very kind. It's okay if I don't live in Georgia. I live close enough. Close enough. At least you didn't call it. At least you didn't say North Carolina. I mean, come on. Yeah, don't want to have a quick connection. Crimson Neon, I was just checking the manual for Unreal Tournament, and it's not Wasabi for controls we grew up. It was arrow keys. I thought it was. Thank you, Crimson Neon. I thought so too. I knew Scott was remembered that incorrectly because I thought the same thing. I'm like, no, it's probably my memory that's wrong. Thank you, Monkey. Thank you for hanging out and running all that stuff. I'll get you on the other bots. You might have to send me a reminder, but hopefully I'll get it done. That's all I know, man. That's all I know. So we're going to raid in on, and I've got to learn how to do it on Kick too. Now that we're starting to get more followers on Kick, we had up to like 10 or 12 viewers at one point in time at once. That's good. We can start raiding in on that side too. But we're going to raid in on Tondagosa most likely. Let's see who is, unless he's off now. Let's see who is all on tonight on this Thursday night. But 6 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. Here, let me give you a full rundown. On YouTube, on the Frog Pants channel, me and Scott will be doing Play Retro tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern Time. Then at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, on this channel right here, we'll be streaming Baldur's Gate 3 with friends. Me, Valdair, Kit London. This weekend on Saturday, I'm going to have a little game time. Probably going to play some Unreal Tournament. If you want to join in on the fun, you can go to retrogib.com and all of our information and even how to get Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition. Some suggestions. Can't tell you how to get it. We got some suggestions. You can join up. Got the IP and the password there. Jump in. There's always a bot in there. If you let me know you're online on Discord or wherever. Thank you, Lancer Eagle. Thank you, Lancer Eagle, for that follow, putting us one step closer to affiliate. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good Thursday, Friday. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Back to Twitch. Let's see what we got here. Bo is on. W. Scottish is on. Who else is on? Tonda's on. Bo is on. Should we rate on Bo? He is playing Dragon Infinite Wealth. I don't know what that is. Rat 707 is playing Perfect Spade. Well, we got a couple of people. You know what? Oh, Jammy's playing. Jammy Whammy is playing the Talos Principle 2. We haven't rated in her a while. Let's do that. That's the new Yakuza game that came out today, Dives. I did not know that. Oh, by the way. Oh, hi, Dives. Let's rate on Jammy Whammy. She is doing... Let's see. What is she playing? Talos Principle 2. I don't know what that is. But it looks like some fun puzzle game. So let's do that thing. Let's raid in on Jammy. Why can't I hear her? Oh, I know why.
80 million years ago. Abduction, the game that he's playing right now, is the 9th game that I played on stream from beginning to end. So every time I play a game,
So let's raid in on Jammy Whammy. What do you say? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Through, and then I would move on to the next one. I wouldn't play several different ones. It is a weird game. I really liked it. The one I played the Curse of Monkey Island before it, and then
Oh, Curse of Monkey Island. Now we're talking.
After it was Grim Fandango.
Oh, we need to play Grim
It's a very
Fandango.
different game. But yeah, go follow Tomberry Java. He's just.
Oh, is she getting ready to leave, or is she just?
I
she's
really
talking.
like those ones though.
Or is she just talking?
Joanne, your favorite childhood game might be too chill for you. Too chill. I need chill. I need chill.
Is it raid?
What game are you talking? What is the
Wink.
the game? You
Oh,
about?
there's no Ammy Whammy.
Of course. Well, my bot got you, but regardless.
That is hilarious.
Celebrating friends.
Ah, raid has been created. Now let's do it.
He's extra.
Let's do it. Say hello to Jammy Whammy for me. I will stop in for a little bit and talk to us, but then we'll go do our thing. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night. Peace and chicken grease, I believe it is. Let's do it. Raid now.
Oh, that's neat. You're friends with the dev?